there, this is Lady Jamers, and I've been chosen by Perfect Kitty Cat for a Marvel movie tag. And so there are three main questions: top 5 Marvel movies, top 5 Marvel characters, and top 5 Marvel villains. I also added for myself top 5 Marvel heroes. To me, the characters are the whole kit and caboodle, and there's so many. You can't really just narrate the characters to the heroes and the villains and all the sideline characters. So I have chosen pictures for these, and I've noticed that they don't show up on the films that much. So I'm going to show them as a reference. You may not see anything. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, printing them out is just a little bit too much on the ink and everything like that. So, I'm going to jump right in. The top 5 movies, and just saying that these are my choices. Your choices might be different. And I chose the movies from which ones I have watched the most. And going from 5 to 1, number 5 is Avengers Age of Ultron. And there are 2 reasons why I chose this. One of them is Quicksilver. Now, there is a Fox Quicksilver and a Disney Quicksilver. To me, there's no choice. That the Disney one is so much better. Looks, attitude, you name it. Number 4 is the original Avengers. Now, the reason I chose this is I love seeing all of them get together, and the interactions between the original Avengers is really something else. Number 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, why I chose this movie is that it's the one that I watched the most of when it first came out. I loved the interactions between the ragtag group, Rocket, Peter, Drax, Groot. They're so great. Number 2 is Spider-Man Homecoming. I love Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man. He brings the geeky, nerdy teenage boy to life, and being a geeky, nerdy fangirl, I can really understand and everything. And to me, that's why he's on the list. Now, number 1 on my my movie list for right now. Now, I have to admit that in another year this might change, because I've been choosing the movies that I always go to when there's basically nothing to do. You're waiting in the doctor's office, because I have them all on my phone, and that is Civil War. The reason I like Civil War a lot is the interactions between Cap and Bucky, and the fight scene at the end of the movie. It cracks me up, and it makes me go wow at the same time. And the top 5 MCU characters, I basically, let's see, where are they? So I wrote all this down. And here we go. Now, like I said, I added heroes onto this because to me, the characters are all of the universe. And I wanted to do some of the sideline characters that I really enjoy and help bring things together. And number 5 is Happy Hogan, John Farrow, and I might mispronounce his name, but he is up where Steven Spielberg is on my list because he is just amazing. He can do comedy and he can do drama. He can write, act, produce, you name it. He's responsible for bringing Baby Yoda to us. He writes and produces The Mandalorian. And as Happy, he keeps all the Avengers stuff in order because he's the assistant to Tony Stark as Iron Man. Number 4 is Louis. He's Ant-Man's buddy. And I just get a kick out of him. He cracks me up the way he tells stories. Number 3 is Ned. He's Spider-Man's buddy. And it's just interesting to see what would you do if you find out your best friend is a superhero, and how he reacts and everything. Number 2 is Bucky. James Buchanan, is Cap's best friend and everything, and it's just I like to see his journey from being quote unquote American hero to getting brainwashed by the bad guy and then becoming an American hero again. It's just too sweet. Number 1 is Loki. Now, I will tell you right now that Loki is my absolute favorite character in the MCU universe. Here's him in Thor Ragnarok, and in the first Avengers. And I have to say that Tom Hiddleston's character really helps make him my absolute favorite. But I'm sure that if another actor played him with as much charisma and everything as Tom Hiddleston does, I'd still like him. To me, he's the kind of character that you just want to love, and maybe he'll turn good. But good or bad, he's great. So, leads us to the top 5 MCU villains. Now, I want to tell you real quick that 4 and 5 are chosen because, to me, they're just plain scary. 3 and 2 are chosen because they make me more afraid than the scary ones because I know that they could really mess up everything for everybody. And number 1, I'm going to tell you right here, Loki. So, number 5 is Emily Maw from the Endgame and Infinity War because he's just scary looking. And so is Red Skull from Captain America. Now, to me, one of the scariest is Ultron, and I'll tell you why. He is like, what if computers took over? Would they be good? Would they be bad? Ultron's definitely bad, and he is a example of Tony Stark made him to help. What if they didn't want to be servants and they wanted to be, come after us? That could happen, and that it's a very scary thought. Um, and there's also Thanos. With one snap, Thanos can destroy the world. And yes, he needs all the Infinity Stones, but that to me makes him very scary. Um, would I make the snap? That's the question. Um, and like I said, number one, Loki. Uh, so that leaves me to my bonus question of the five heroes. Now, I will tell you that you can't really label the heroes in a 5-to-1 ratio because all of the Avengers have their place, and all of them are just wonderful. Um, you have Thor, who's brawny and got a thunder, and he can really, with his strength, get things done. And in the guise of Chris Hemsworth, not bad looking, um, there is Spider-Man, who, like I said, is basically he can really help out and get things done, and he, in a sense, is the little brother of the group. Um, there is Iron Man and Hulk, which are the, I would say, the brains of the operation. They, especially Tony, can really help out with that kind of stuff. Cap is a real leader. He can get things done, and like Thor, he has the strength and the durability. And in Chris Evans, he's so hot. And even like Rocket and some of the Guardians and all, they really can help out with all the little ins and outs. And same with Black Panther, and especially Black Panther's sister. I get a kick out of her. And the one that kind of sticks out the most for me is like Scarlet Witch and Black Widow. Black Widow to me emphasizes when she's not doing her Avengers duty, she's very diplomatic and, can get things done with a smile. And let's face it, her looks are not a hindrance to get men to do what she wants. And she has been a spy and an assassin, so she can really help with that part. And that the camaraderie and the sense of humor and everything is why I love watching Marvel movies. And if you haven't watched any of them, give them a try. If you have watched them, what is your favorite movie? Is it your favorite movie because it's your go-to movie, or is it your favorite movie because it's the one movie that shows everything? As for tagging, I'm not sure who to tag, so I'm going to say whoever wants to do this can do this. I'd love everybody to give it a try. I will put down the three main questions, and then I'll put my bonus question down. I'll put put a link to Perfectly Cat's page, so you can see her page. And she is such a lovely lady, and I'm sure you'll enjoy her content. And as always, I would like you to like, subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel, please. I want to get some, subscribers, because my dream is to get to 100, and who knows, if I ever make it to 100, I might have a giveaway. And I'd love, 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 to be between 100 and 1,000. I don't really think I'd get to 1,000 and get the monetized, but hey, wouldn't that be a bonus? As always, thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.